And hello, everyone! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to today's episode of Devil Hunter X Trigger. And where we last left off, the party here and has made their way back from the outline. I keep forgetting the name. I do apologize. The outline forest, back through Duskhaven. Potentially saying their final goodbyes, stocking up on rations, and then making their way to the Western Spire, the closest bone spire to the city itself. And before we continue, yet again, sadly due to life complications, sleep and health complications, we are sadly going without our favorite little lizard boy, so we'll be continuing on through the first floors of this tower with myself piloting Slitheen through combat.
Bereft of lizard. Bereft.
Bereft, indeed. So, as you guys are looking on to this massive bone spire, do you see the door itself on the bottom floor seems to like what stone door there was seems to just collapse on like into small pebbles and just returns to the earth. And as you're looking through Felipe through the spyglass itself, I will ask, given that's still a critical success from the end of last session, you look above into like the main canopy of the spire up top with your spyglass, and with that critical success, you see a figure, humanoid shaped, long horns, and with that critical success, you see one of his hands fully alight in flame.
Felipe will immediately fall back to his allies. Like, do a double quick step! Just head back. As soon as in front of like the rest of the crew, he's been looked. Permission to report some extremely magical shit taking place!
Go ahead.
I recant everything as was previously described in the last session and has been described now, in photographic detail.
With that critical success, I'll allow it. And Gwyn...
Again, I don't know what any of that shit means! That's why I reported it back to you!
And Gwyn, after Felipe fully returns the information, you can't think back. You kind of like instinctually think back of the dream, where you saw a similar figure.
He recounts what happened to them as they're sort of, because we're currently concealed at a campsite, correct?
About like as far, at the end of the last session, you guys are about a little bit less than a mile away from the spire. In your campsite, like cloaked in camo, and about I'd say about 300 feet away, like Hylas, you would have spotted Slitheen like making camp, like kind of in the shadows as well.
Okay. I think she would probably like recount to Hylas and Felipe about the strange pit in her stomach, about the malicious energy and the demonic looking creature, sort of the dark corpses and things rising through the ground to them, and say that perhaps these things are connected.
Right, so assuming man at the top of the tower is a wrong'un, and assume that any ground soft enough to contain corpses should not be walked over.
Probably. Do either of you have a good way of checking to make sure that things aren't undead?
I mean, usually if it doesn't have a heartbeat, I just kind of assume that that's the case if it's not moving.
She'll just be like, maybe I can send Sora up ahead and have, or Jax, go up ahead and, maybe for each time that when we enter into this, because we are planning on, entering this thing and we need to have some sort of plan, right? Before we enter in. So perhaps maybe my Jax can sort of see what's ahead before we enter in and just sort of make sure there's nothing undead walking and so we can have time to prep. What do you guys think?
I like this idea. Let him scout ahead, and then we follow the path.
How far ahead do we want to... How far ahead do we want to scout ahead? Like, do we want to...
I say...
Send them no further than a rush towards the town itself, I'd say. That if indeed there is some sort of magical person staring down in all directions with magical gaze, they might be able to detect magical creatures, even magical partisans such as Partisan Jax.
She'll kind of break off like a little, sort of cracker in her pouch and hand it to Jax as Jax starts to nibble and scritches Jax and goes, well, unfortunately I don't really have a specific spell to cast to see through him, but I am able to track footprints and things, so if something happens I can always have him scout ahead, come back, and then he can let me know whether or not, and we can track whatever sort of tracks are happening in this, and perhaps other people have been here, or if there are walking dead, we'd see other footprints, right?
You'd be able to cut a trail for us right enough.
I also am pretty adept at tracking as well.
Okay.
Alright, so Gwen, you let Jax go forward, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Jax sort of... I don't want Jax to go too far, because technically Jax isn't he's just a little pet, Just,
yeah, he's not a proper magical familiar, technically.
He's not like a familiar. Yeah, he's not like a familiar. He's not like a ranger pet or anything like that. But I think just basic, kind of scout ahead a little bit and then just come straight back if they see or smell anything.
Wait, so we were actually putting all of our hopes in a normal lizard.
Into a little raccoon, yeah! It's my
little
baby.
raccoon.
Oh, no, a little raccoon.
baby.
It's a raccoon. I forgot he's a raccoon. Yeah.
You're thinking of Slitheen. You're good.
An ordinary raccoon. We're just putting all our feet in the ordinary raccoon.
I mean, do you have a better idea?
I like this idea.
Right now, that's your best option.
Idea? I'm happy to... I was gonna say, do you have a better idea? I mean, I'm happy to, that we can just, just creep, we can sort of sneak in, that's
remind me,
that's it.
Remind me, like I'm your GM, that we have, essentially, our campsite is a little ways from the tree line. The tree line leads to open field, and the tower is in the middle of the open field.
Yes, and there's barely a distance from the end of the tree line, open field, a little bit of an open field. It's about, I'd say, 100 feet of an open field until the entrance to the tower.
I definitely
have
don't like
two-
being exposed for that long.
I have two questions, therefore.
Hmm.
Right. Question number one: are there any potential positions of cover between the tree line and the tower itself? Like, even I'm talking a single large boulder.
You answer that question for me, Elias.
I mean, open field between a tower, especially when it's partly derelict. I wouldn't surprise if there's like a couple of spots that can potentially run off on it. That's my like of me thinking, like, at least
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to paint the scene for you, but I suppose
That's
their question I
Daggerheart,
had.
baby. That's Daggerheart, baby. That's what we do.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'd say there's got to be. Hopefully, there's like a few pits of cover that we could maybe duck between if we were clever. The other question
I'd
I
say
had,
so,
and
yeah.
This is more. Yeah, their question I had. And this is more relevant to the context of like the game world and how the weather's working at the moment. Does this tower cast a shadow?
Huh.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah. Middi, what do you think?
Well, you said it was like 6 sections, each taller than the last. So I would say if it's, well, here's the other thing, right? Like, how much of this, like, sort of misty ash, like, covers the sky? Like, would that blank out? I mean, there's gonna be a shadow. If it's, even moonlight
Yeah.
casts shadows on the ground, so there is some sort of shadow, I feel like, in my opinion. It's just whether or not, like, it's like super dark, like sun on, you know what I mean?
Sun on ground versus moon on
So-
ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Versus, like,
I'd say
is, like,
I'd say a
little
couple of
ashy,
boulders
too,
then. I'd say a couple of boulders. Both the boulders and the tower are casting a shadow, so it would be harder for creatures up in the air, like the imps you saw at the end of the last session, like to notice Jax going around from like high up. But no one says that like that there's not a chance. Nothing says that there's not a chance of like Jax being smelt like by creatures around as well. So you gotta think of like all senses, because like even though the ash there's ash in the air and like there's barely any sunlight, people still produce odor, and creatures still produce odor. So like
Well,
So
the
I-
ghillie suit should help to some extent with that, like in terms of
Yeah.
cover and everything.
yeah, for
Jax,
you guys, not for Jax. So I will say there's a risk in letting Jax go. I will say there's a risk of letting Jax scout up front, but I feel like the risk outweighs the consequences, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ordinary raccoon. The most that's going to happen is that maybe he'll get attacked by some imps.
And that's the
I was
worst
also gonna
thing.
say, though, how long would it take us to create a raccoon-sized ghillie suit?
Oh my god. I mean, raccoons are generally pretty sneaky creatures.
Yeah, I'd say.
Very deep.
But they're not.
I'd say I will say go ahead and like Middi roll just a duality dice and add an advantage because Sladine's helping Jax as Sladine's hopping like from tree to tree. Helping Jax like scout out.
16.
16, alright. Was that with hope or with fear?
With hope.
Okay, I will say go ahead and take a hope. So yeah, no, 16 with hope. Rather, I'd say a few moments pass, and Jax and Sladine escape from eyesight. And there's this like level of quiet in the atmosphere that just makes you feel tense a little bit. But then you hear a rustling in the trees about half an hour later, and you see Sladine holding Jax. Just sets the little raccoon on the ground. Jax is completely fine. and basically you guys return with both information from Slovene and from Jack's kind of scouting ahead that tower's mainly unprotected on the bottom floor. There's there's a few boulders on the plains around the tower, and the shadow should help everyone get into the tower relatively easily.
All right, we got a game plan then. Now, partisan logic would be to try and spread out essentially force approaching from multiple angles so as to prevent everybody from being spotted at once. Since we're all going to the same base destination, which is the bottom of the tower anyway. I think that if I was thinking about how this is going to work, going along the shadow of the tower is going to be a sprint versus like a two kind of like stage process of getting to the cover from the boulder and then onto the tower. So who would ideally want to be the advanced party running up the shadow? Would it be me?
If anything happens or shows up in front of us, it would be beneficial if I was out in front.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do have
Very well,
Slovene.
then.
You guys do have Slovene at your disposal at the minute as well. So if anything,
If
Well,
we
just
wanted,
two
we could
ways
have dead
then.
sprint.
you guys are thinking death sprint.
If we want to.
Okay.
So perhaps Slovene and you're the commander can go on the tower route, and I will cover our witch friend.
Yes, because I will need help.
Squishy. Squishy witch.
Squishy
Literally.
witch.
Literally.
Witch.
Alright. So as you guys are making your way towards the tower, some time passes and you get to the tree line, and there is like a very kind of foreboding shadow being cast on the now even more so on past the tree line. It's more of a as you said, straight shot towards the tower itself. And Felipe, you did see the full entrance. It is a full-on run in and go. The shadow cast is getting you into the tower itself.
Brilliant. Okay.
So
I haven't thought of an operation name. That's bad luck.
So what we're gonna do for this, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna implement something I've not really thought of because this is kind of off the cuff. I'm gonna roll a d12, and I want each of you to roll a d12 as well. And we'll go from there. See what happens. A 3. 3 from Gwen. Okay. Hylas. 6. Okay. Felipe.
Hold on.
That just a d12, not
That can't
a...
be right. Alright, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm trying
You're
to...
good. You're good.
Well, okay. What is the command for just one d12?
Exclamation point R.
Exclamation point.
R space d12.
Thank you. Space.
You can use your physical dice if you so choose.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So exclamation point R space
D12. Yeah. 7. Okay. 7, 13, 16. So the average roll is 8. So I will say
Above average.
yeah, above average. So 13, 16, so the total is roughly 8. I'll say, are you guys going to take the roll I rolled on my own, or are you guys gonna go with your, I'd say 8 for a roll on that d12?
I think we take Tom's.
Why would you think they take Tom's?
We almost have a 50-50 shot.
Almost.
Go for broke.
All right, if that's what you want to do, let's do Tom's
Let's
roll.
do
What do you
it.
say?
Hey,
Like, I think
Nemo, were you gonna say something, Nemo?
I was gonna say, hey, if everybody else says no, we're gonna take the 8. We'll take the 8.
Okay. Good choice, because I rolled a 4.
okay.
So, and you guys needed to be above a 6.
Good then.
Wow.
So, you guys do make your way through the shadows, taking cover on some boulders, being unseen. And I will say, those ghillie suits did drop it down from like an 8 to like a 6.
My gosh.
So you guys would have just beat it with that like median roll. So you guys make your way through the shadow, just and you do get some guidance from like Slitheen being a rogue, so it is still a bit like a lower DC from that on top of that as well. And make your way through, and you approach the like massive tower. I don't even want to put a number on how much feet there is to this fucking height, to be fair, because it is a rather steep spire. You guys make your way up to the door, and can I get either Hylas or Hylas? Just go ahead and give me an instinct roll, please, as you guys approach.
Instinct.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask what this is for? To see if I
Perception.
can add anything to it. Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay. Ooh, not bad, not bad. That is a 15 with hope.
All right, go ahead and take that hope. As you approach the bottom of the floor, the first thing you hear, Hylas, is sobbing, but not from a person. It seems like it sounds kind of like a whimpering dog, but with some characteristics of a human in the way it's sobbing. Do you still go through the doorway?
I let everybody. I hold up a fist to kind of like tell everybody to stop, and that we will move quietly and sneak up to the door.
Okay. As everyone does, I want everyone to go ahead and make me a finesse roll, please.
Great. War with hope.
Okay, take a hope, Felipe. If you aren't maxed out, that is.
I am.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Wait. I have nothing point to spend 2,000 cards on 6 succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay, finesse.
12 with fear.
That is a 20 with fear.
20 with fear. I'm gonna spend the fear. And not only do you hear sobbing as you approach, you hear the gnashing of teeth on flesh as when you walk in, a werewolf with big, broad shoulders, like with some of its flesh ripped apart in the transformation, with massive, long, protruding hands, seemingly eating one of its own, as it's just kind of hunched over in a corner of this chamber. And then it snaps its head almost 180 degrees towards you all. We're gonna go into combat. Why the hell did that one pause? Why the hell did that recording pause? I do apologize. There we go, last 2 minutes. We're paused for some reason. Weird. But yeah, as you guys are getting into this chamber. Yeah. If you guys want to move your tokens where you guys are in the chamber.
And we can choose those, or you?
Yeah, you can drag them wherever you want. This is not like Roll20.
I'm way the fuck over here then.
Yeah, as you guys are sneaking in, I'm gonna grab and put Slavine right here. Hylas, as you're taking the lead. Let's start the combat with Gwen. As we're going around in the clockwise direction here.
I'm going to cry as a free action, and then I'm going to make a spellcast roll, and I'm going to do Blighting Strike.
Hell yes.
And on a success, they will take a d6 plus 1 magic damage.
All right.
So, I'm going to go ahead and make a spellcast roll.
This is I will say this is a difficulty of where is it on this sheet again? Difficulty of 13.
I just got 13, so I got a 6 and a 5 plus 2 is 13.
Is that with hope or fear?
With fear. So, if I succeed with fear, you instead take a d10 plus 1. Instead of a d6.
Good stuff, good stuff. Go ahead and roll that damage.
9 plus 1, 10 points of damage.
10 points, so that is 1 hit point. Hell yeah.
And basically, as she's sort of casting this, she's going to take out her staff, sort of flip it out so that way the like sort of crystal at the top of her staff sort of glows, and you see this like gray matter come out of her staff as it sort of ricochets across and hits the creature in the shoulder.
As it hits the creature, you see it kind of like even like the muzzle on this werewolf is deformed and grotesque due to the demonic transformation of this landscape. It doesn't look like a normal wolf, and I'm going to spend a fear to activate my GM turn, as it is going to lunge not at you, Gwen, but it's going to move towards Hylas. And let me go ahead and just roll one. Yeah, 1 second. Action. And for its action, I'm going to mark a stress. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's not easy to be here. I'm going to fuck off. I'm going to mark a stress, and it is going to make an attack against Hylas within melee range. I'm assuming a 6 does fail, right, Hylas?
A 6 does fail.
It does.
Wait. Yes, it does. My evasion is 9.
Yeah. So as this creature lunges out, you see like black smoke start to billow out from its like underneath its claws as it overshoots by your height, Hylas, and whiffs above your bald head. That is going to be my turn. Next up would be
Well, that was getting
Slitheen.
close.
That is my GM turn. Next is going to be Slitheen. Let me go ahead and just see. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think. Okay, let me have a look see here. Okay, so Slitheen's gonna move up to here. And okay. So, and Slitheen's gonna go ahead and try for an elemental breath as an action. I'm gonna go with fire on this one. Let me see here. That's cocked. That is an 8 with fear, so okay. This might. Oh no! Great. Hold on. The stream deck's not working. Come on. Hold on. I'll just do this. There we go. That's with fear. But that does not meet the difficulty, so it misses. As Slitheen launches this pillar of fire out of their mouth, it just does not connect. Oh, thank you. I will return my. I will actually add upon another fear then with that. Thank you, Nemo. But yeah. That's going to be Slitheen's turn. That's with fear. So it's going to be... That's a failure with fear. That's going to be another one of my GM turns. So with that, I'm going to try... This werewolf is going to try to hit you, Hylas. Looks at you as the threat. And I'm not going to mark a stress this time.
Come on.
That is a 14. So I'm assuming that hits.
Definitely is gonna hit.
Alright, and let me go ahead and... That is a... Okay, that is 6 points of physical damage.
How many? 6?
Coming in 6.
I'm going to spend an armor slot to negate that damage.
Hell yeah. As you pull through, you tense your muscles and just...
Move. Hylas just moves his axe up to just kind of like, so that the werewolf is now just like chomping down like on the blade, and he's like, "Get off of me, you dog!"
And speaking of which, since that was the werewolf's turn, Hylas, what would you like to do?
Hylas is going to try to just, with the dog, just like, with this werewolf just like trying to get at him, he's just going to put his whole body into a swing to make an attack at this.
Alright.
This buddy.
These buddies. Go ahead and roll to hit. Again, that is difficulty of 13.
That was not good. Awesome. That was a 14 with fear.
With fear.
So
I'm almost maxed out.
With fear.
I am almost maxed out.
So that is 13 points of damage.
13. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. This thing is still looking rather tough at the minute. And since you rolled with fear...
Hold on, real quick though. What is considered close range? Can I measure that?
You can... Yeah, close range is right there.
Very close. Okay.
Yeah. Right
so
there
for
stream as well. Okay.
There we go.
just within.
Right here.
Just within. Okay. Since you rolled with fear,
try
it's
to
back
put
back
myself
to
in
me.
between everybody.
Mm-hmm. It's back to me, and I'm gonna just try to fucking hit you again, because I can't roll for shit apparently today. Okay. Does an 8 meet your evasion?
Just miss.
Just miss, god damn it. And that is now your turn, Felipe. What is our last member of the Bandiera family doing on this combat here?
Can I ask, is this like you set of stairs right here with the blood? Like, is that the beginning of the stairs? Like, where is the actual?
The end is right here as you guys are going up. So like you'd be going
This
up
is the
and like
stairs.
yeah, like so you'd be going up like this, like up.
Alright, great. I'd like to move like you up here so I can get like, advantage on werewolf. Then.
Just right there.
Yeah, like where would I be able to move with my like, character?
Okay. Ranges. Okay, since you had that before. Close range. Let me double check my ranges cheat sheet here. You can generally move into melee with anything that's close range apart from any as part of any. Yep, you're good. Okay, you can move up there on that stairwell.
Great. I'll put myself right there then, and I am going to.
Thank you, Nemo. This is very handy.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend 3
You're welcome.
total. 2 for sight lines, so I can get an advantage in the attack, and then 2 for sharpshooter to get +2 in addition to my agility.
Run that back from the start again for me.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, my bad. I got my math wrong there. I'm spending 3 hope total. 1 is to add sharpshooter for my 2 main abilities, which gives me get +2 to the roll, plus I assume my agility. Yeah, then I am spending additional 2 for sight line, which gives me advantage on the attack.
So you're spending 5 hope on all this, right?
3 hope total. 1 for your sharpshooter, 2 for sight line.
Okay. I'll allow it. Go for it.
23 with hope.
23 with hope. Go ahead and take that hope back. As you strike into the creature, what does that do?
1d8 plus 2, and I believe it's piercing damage.
Does sharpshooter and sightline add anything to it? In terms of damage, or is it?
No, it doesn't increase the damage, it just increases my chance to hit.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless you would like to roll it does. Like, I'm happy to accept extra damage.
We shall see.
But, yeah.
10! Okay.
It is a max on the die, which is 10.
Nice, nice. Okay. So that is with hope. So I'm going to spend the fear to trigger another GM turn. Since you rolled with hope. And it's going to... Remind me. Do attacks of opportunity exist in Daggerheart? Can I just leave the range? The melee range without any issue?
Typically
There
no. There isn't. There is, I think, if the specific characters, like the adversary, has it. But usually,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, I've never had to do it unless the creature itself calls for it.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can. That could totally be a table rule.
Table rule,
you know,
yeah.
But I never do.
I'll say for this, we won't. This werewolf is now looking squarely at you, Felipe. And for a point of reference, for this werewolf, the neck is swiveling like an owl's head. When it's looking at you, it is turning its entire neck 360 degrees to look at you.
Fuck you bastard!
As... it would be an action. No, I'll just use the full movement. I'll use the full movement as coming up and just... I will make an agility roll, I will say. I will make an agility roll for this creature. Just to see if it comes up. Yep, that's a 16. So, it comes up right here. right face to face with you, Felipe, and it's gonna just go for I'm gonna mark a stress, and it's gonna go for a rending strike on you, Felipe. So I need what's your evasion?
12.
So does a 16 hit?
Yeah, it will hit. If it, well, I'll spend an armor slot if that will like have you help.
Armor slot only reduces your damage threshold pretty much. So like on incoming damage, if you spend an armor slot, it when you take damage, it reduces the like from major to minor or minor to nothing.
Right. How much damage will be coming at me now?
I am rolling that right now. I have to roll 2d6 plus 7. So that is 18 points of direct physical damage. And direct damage you cannot reduce down using your armor. So I'm
probably going to be completely out down anyway.
Just one rending strike, and you are now vulnerable until you can clear at least 1 HP. But 1 second. That's the one thing I forgot to add is the colored rings that Nemo made. I'll add a red ring around you just to signify you're vulnerable. I don't have them added in the room. That's the thing. Like I have them downloaded.
I just.
Oh, okay. If you can, please, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I have them already. Yeah.
Thank you. 1 second. Let me just delete that then. There we go. But yeah, you are now vulnerable, which means until you can clear at least 1 HP, every attack against you is at advantage.
And how does one clear HP?
Downtime activities. Great,
I'm screwed.
Or a health potion. This is why I asked about potions before we started tonight. So that's gonna be the creature's turn. Now we're back to Gwen.
I'm going to... I think I'm going to... Before it gets to me, because Felipe marked hit points, I'm going to mark a stress, and I'm going to hex the creature.
If you want to toss on a hex ring on him, Middi, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Yes, I will.
Danke.
And then... Also, basically it just means that, it says that until you spend a number of fear equal to my spellcast trait, then you can remove it, which means you would have to spend 2 fear to clear it. And then... Let me put hexed.
Hell yeah! Right around the neck like a collar.
And I'm going to do another blighting strike.
It is within far range, creature. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, you're good. Unload.
That is a 12, which I don't think hits.
12 does not. Is that with hope or with fear?
It was with fear.
Alright.
And that will be my go. So she'll try and shoot again, but will miss wide and hit the rocks behind because she's just so busy concentrating on that hex spell.
That is
So-
very
so
that
yeah,
is very
that's it for
fair.
now.
As the hex unleashes again with the fear, with the roll with fear, is going to be back to the creature's turn, and it just really does.
Which, by
bonus
the way,
equals-
action and bonus damage against a hex creature gain a bonus equal to my tier, which is 2.
To your tier or to your spellcasting trait?
Actually, I
it's
guess
your-
it's 1. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's +1.
Yeah, if it's your tier, then it's 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this creature's gonna unload another attack on you, Felipe. This one will be just regular, the regular claw strike, so you will be able to reduce it down with your armor slots. That is 11 plus 3, so that is a 14. Does that hit your evasion? You're muted, Elias.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, that does pass my evasion, which is 12. I will spin an armor slot to reduce that.
Okay, let's just see. Let's just see what damage you do. So that is 1d6 plus 2. So minimal damage. So that is 1 plus 2, 3. You reduce it down to 0. You don't take any hit points.
Yep.
Just mark down an armor slot.
Thank you!
All right. 1 second. All right, 1 second. Just checking stuff out. So you reduce that, and then it is gonna be Slavine's turn. That's the tough bit. I don't know what to do for Slavine. I've never played a rogue before, let alone on Daggerheart. Breath. Yeah, and the Syndicate one is more out of combat. Okay. Yeah, I think Slavine's just gonna attack with a grappler and just see. Alright, 2d12. Ah, damn, okay. So that is 21 with fear. So that maxes out my fear, but that does still hit. So that does 1d6. That's 4. Which does not break through the damage threshold for the wolf. But since that was a roll with fear, it's gonna attack again on you, Felipe. And actually, because of the lone wolf feature now, because that is activated, I should have gained the fear beforehand anyway. From its successful attack on you, Felipe, but it's gonna attack again. And I'm actually gonna mark another stress to make that a rending strike. That a 6 total.
Well, it doesn't hit me.
Nope, it does not. So that stress, as you see, just another like swing and a miss with black smoke, just rend itself through, and just completely whiff past you, Felipe. You do get the smell of sulfur hitting your nose.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's gonna be Sladine, creature, Sladine, creature. Now back to you, Hylas.
Alright. I can't do anything from where I'm standing right here. Should be able to make my way up the stairs.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, just charge up the stairs and shout, "Felipe, get back!" And using my
Okay.
experience, get behind me. I'm going to make a base attack.
Base attack on the creature.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good stuff. Go ahead and roll.
I didn't need it. It's a crit.
Hell yeah! So you gain a hope, you clear a stress, and that is a critical success. So that is max value for the damage plus another roll. So go ahead and roll that, dude.
Yeah.
And add your max value.
Okay. That is 22 points of physical damage.
Whew! 22.
It's
Oh.
almost maxed.
Hylas. I'm pretty sure that clears 3 hit points, so how do you want to do this?
I think seeing Felipe take those hits, Hylas almost just goes into a frenzy and just charges barreling past everybody with zero regard for his own safety, and just like full like baseball bat swings against the werewolf so hard with the axe that the axe goes through the werewolf and into the wall of the tower.
And as you do that, the axe itself cleaves through the wolf like butter and runs through, scraping through the stonework, as not only you cleave the entirety of this befuddled and absolutely defiled creature in twain. You see as the stone itself rends through and just hits the creature in the head, and whatever was left of the sinew around the creature's neck detaches as the head itself rolls down the stairs, and the body falls on the other side as the bottom half of this creature remains falling down on the steps. As you guys are now left here, and that is where we're gonna go to break. We'll see you guys in just a second.
We survived, guys.
For now! For now! Woo! We'll see you guys in just a second. And there we go, we're back. As you can see, we're on a different map environment now, if you got with Felipe being stressed to hell.
It's getting bad, boss. It's getting bad.
So as you guys ascend the steps, leaving the werewolf behind. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we ascend to the second floor, mind you? Or
Can I get like a tooth as a trophy?
sure, you can yoink one of its bloody covered teeth.
He's just like sitting there with his claw and it's just like quality.
Gwen, Hylas, would you guys like to do anything?
I survived.
I'm trying to find out something. Oh, question, GM, and this is gonna be sort of like a. It's up to you whether or not you think I would have done this prior to leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my tethered talisman.
Right.
Do you think I would have already had one, or do you feel like I would have had to explicitly state that?
I'll say for the sake of it, you would have already had one, yes.
Okay.
Given you're so close, given that Gwen is already so close with the elders, it's kind of it's kind of like a given
Would
at that
already
point.
have a talisman.
Yeah, it's kind of a given at that
Yeah.
point.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to. I don't think I can help you get healed unless you want my minor health potion, in which case you're welcome to have it.
I will not requisition any materials that have not been volunteered to me by the wider collective.
Are you like so bloodied, like super bloodied? Because I didn't get hit once, so I'm happy to give that to you. Go ahead and take the minor health potion.
Oh, God! He just starts pouring out his chest.
I'll allow it.
I assume that's how it works.
No, you drink it. It's a potion.
Yeah, it's a minor
How the
health
fuck does it
potion.
heal flesh wounds?
Magic.
It pours half and it drinks the rest.
And I'm also going to, because you are doing the health potion, I'm also going to use my herbal remedy and increase the number cleared by 1 for your
So
hit
how many
points.
How many hit points?
So you
It's
clear
D4?
1d4 hit points. Yeah, 1d4
Oh,
hit
wow.
points. And then I have an herbal remedy. When you clear 1 or more hit points or stress as the result of using a consumable, increase the number cleared by 1.
Alright, so I'll roll 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you don't add anything to that, like toughness or anything.
You can do exclamation point R space D4 space plus space 1.
Oh, so you do add something to it. Okay, right.
Yeah, because of like herbal remedy from Gwen's part.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, let's check it out. I get 2 back. Excellent.
I mean, you're almost at full. Yeah, like that.
almost.
It's better than none.
Yeah, 2's better. 2's better than 1.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point.
Or none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you like
Yep.
eventually sends it back up, just like okay. Well, should we proceed to the next floor?
You doing all right?
I mean, if you're talking physically, he's like, I'm doing better than I was previously. If you mean emotionally, that's the first fight I've ever been with, and I almost fucking died.
All of us have to start somewhere, and she pats their shoulder and just sort of like they're there. And we'll nod forward to see if Hylas wants to take the lead. Because
Yeah,
baby
Hylas
girl
will-
is squish.
Hylas will once again start taking the lead.
All right, you were gonna say something, Elias?
No, I'll wait. In fact, it's okay. There you go.
Okay, cool. As you guys ascend up the steps, the first thing you do notice is a scrawling of runes across the edge of the steps on the landing here, like around here. The runes themselves are in a text that's like a bit older and a bit more twisted than you would expect. But actually, Gwen, can you go ahead and make me a knowledge roll, please?
Absolutely. Whoa. That is a knowledge 8, 9, 10. 13 with fear.
13 with fear. I don't gain a fear, but I'm going to spend a fear. As you look at the text, and what it says reverberates through your skull in an instant, and it just says, crawl, crawl, as all of your bodies start to just seize up and collide to the ground. As when you walk up these steps, you notice the main thing just above these runes is that an adventurer's body crushed onto the stone in front of you right here, as if the body fell from a great distance.
Oh.
And it's just
That's not
suspended on the side of the stone, as if the stone itself is the ground. And you see a few more splatters of blood along the walls, specifically that of impact craters from people falling. And as you guys step onto the edge here, I want everybody to go ahead and make me agility, not agility, strength reaction rolls, please. As I'm gonna start the countdown here.
16 with hope.
16 with hope.
Just as a reminder, reaction rolls do not gain hope or fear.
Yeah, so just
Bugger.
yeah, so just you can take off that one, the one hope.
Damn you, Daggerheart.
11. Okay.
Wait, you said agility?
Strength. Sorry, my bad.
Strength. Okay. No, I just
Ooh.
wanted to make sure.
15. One second. No, this is Albert Rodeo, Cosmo. Welcome in. I don't know why the thing isn't working there, but there we go. Turned it back on. But yeah. That is 11, 15, 16. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Slovene here. Oh! 17. No, that's 20. Okay. So that's 20. Does Slovene have any minuses, I believe? Strength. Yes, that's a 19. Okay. So all of you. Actually, no, hold on. It's 15, 16. And double check the difficulty here, because again, first time using environments here as well. Second. Oh, difficulty of 12. So everyone besides Gwyn, I will say, Gwyn, you feel the foothold slip under you, but you are close enough to meeting that difficulty where I'll say you kind of like stop yourself and you catch your feet on the side of the wall. As the rest of you fully like feel the gravity shift as the floor turns into a wall that you have to scale.
Goodness.
Excellent.
So now you're basically on like inside of a barrel trying to climb a vertical ceiling.
Well, I guess time to find some handholds and get climbing.
So we
Good thing got
are
some rope.
we are starting out with a countdown here, a countdown of 8, and we will be progressing through the regular cliffside ascent rules as well. As you guys are climbing up, it ticks down according to the following criteria when the PCs make an action roll to climb. Critical success ticks down by 3. Success with hope ticks down by 2. Success with fear ticks down by 1. Failure with hope, no advancement. And then failure with fear, tick up 1. When the countdown triggers, the party has to make it to the top of the cliff, and in this case, to the top of the staircase. So you're basically trying to make your way from this red marker here to this red marker here. And I will say, given the batons left behind passive on the environment as well, you guys can mark a stress instead of taking the countdown up if you fail with fear. To not like fuck up the countdown as you guys progress. And the pitons basically are going to be these boulders and like some like random bits in between the tiles as well. But you do see the main adventurer here did not make the fall. Did not make the climb. And it is a steep journey for you all to make at this moment, but as you guys are climbing together, who wants to take the charge first?
We claim me based on strength or agility.
Climbing is just I feel like you can use either or in this instance at this point, just to like whichever one is highest for you, and you can just climb up It is based on successes, critical successes, or successes with hope and fear.
All right,
I do.
Well, I would.
GM, if I would like to try something.
All right, go
Because
ahead, Hylas.
I have 50 feet of rope.
All right.
Is there a way that I can try to either lasso the rope, or I have my axe. I didn't ask for a grappling hook. Gosh dang it. The one time.
You still have
an anchor point.
You still have Slideen's grappler, if you want to use that.
Oh yeah, I'll give
Slideen will give you the
tie the rope
grappler.
to Slideen's grappler. Okay. And want to try to get an anchor point either
on that
here
one
or here.
I'm trying to see the measurements here, though. To be fair, hold on, let me get the ruler. Yeah, 30 feet. That's fine, and then anchor point, and then. Okay, I feel like the one here would make the most sense.
Perfect.
We'll keep it at a difficulty of 12 if you want to go ahead and roll with that. And since Slideen is actively giving you the grappler to aid in this, go ahead and add advantage to it.
Okay, and I have a lot of hope. I'm gonna spend one to use. I'm getting too old for this. I'm looking for the elevator.
Oh my gosh.
No, another crit.
Bruh! Critical success.
This time it was 2 6s.
Hell yeah, let's go. So that ticks down by 3. So you guys ascend. That is perfect, actually. So as you toss the grappler with the rope attached, it surrounds the rock and it completely anchors itself down to the point where you swear you see it tie itself, or like tie the grappler tie itself around the base of the rope itself as it spins around to the point where you feel like it is secure. Totally, Hylas, totally. As you guys are kind of like standing on the wall, like I'd say around here at this point. I'd say it's easy enough now for. Oh shoot! Not need to do that. I'd say it's easy enough for you guys to like use the rope, use the grappler, and make your way either on the stone here, where the grappler is situated, or kind of swing around on the bigger stone here. Up to you.
Yeah. I'll say Hylas will definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
And can assist others in climbing at all if needed to.
Given that was a critical success, I will 100% allow everybody to just post up on the rock here, and I will. Oh, Jesus! Sorry. I keep forgetting to lock the thing here. Hold on. There we go. I'll grab everybody and just kind of post you guys up on the rock here. So you guys are standing on this like kind of jagged rock. Who else has any ideas to climb a bit higher and progress the countdown here?
Honestly, besides raw climbing, I don't think I've got any tips or tricks to get us that far.
You can just climb, and every little countdown will help yourself and the others climb further down. You guys climb further up, I should say, because you guys are up on through, like, to the stairwell.
Okay. Well, I'll just roll straight up agility then, if that's cool.
Go for it.
22 with fear.
22 with fear. So that is a success with fear. That takes down the counter by 1. Which means you are now halfway through. Felipe, as you're climbing up, describe to me how while with kind of sweaty and clammy hands, Felipe makes his way to the stone, to the stone here.
I think that what he's done is he's taken the fucking lance from the top of his musket and is using it as a pit in between things. Yeah.
And the sweaty and clammy hands that you have from being stressed out from the previous combat, it is making it difficult. But with that countdown of 1, you are only able to get yourself diagonally crawling, climbing up onto the rock, roughly here. So I'll just say right around here is where you end up posting up, Felipe.
Could I have, though, theoretically left a line for somebody else since we were in the mood of setting ropes?
Given the fact that you went above 10, above 10 on the difficulty scale, even with fear, I will say it would be I would say you would be giving advantage on somebody else climbing. But I feel like other than that, it'll be a bit more difficult. So you can probably produce the rope, produce another rope, and just have the line there for someone to guide themselves. I feel like that makes sense.
There you go.
Right. Anyone else?
I think Gwen would just do it with a roll as well.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think, can I add on to my roll? Because I don't think this is going to success. Well, I guess I wouldn't know the DC. So I'm going to ask, can I add on no funerals as an experience so that way she knows she could die from this?
Repeat that again for me, please, just because
If she
you cut off.
falls.
The name of the experience, please.
Sure. No mourners, no funerals.
Given the fact that there is a dead body kind of sprawled out on the stone below, I will say you are allowed to use that experience and spend a hope for it.
Cool. So I'm spending a hope. So 11 with hope.
11 with hope. You get that hope back, but that is a failure with hope, so that is no advancement. As you try to climb through, I will spend a fear. And as you're trying to climb ahead and just get up to where Felipe is, one of the tiles that you're hanging on crumbles from you gripping onto it, and you need to just jump back onto the stone, and just that kind of idea of I don't want to die from this fall, and it just shakes you off, and you brace yourself for another attempt later.
Okay. My other question is, can I use Witch's Hope? Or Witch's Charm, I mean, where me or an ally within far range rolls as a failure on an action roll, I can spend 3 hope to change it into a success?
Success, that would be success with hope, correct?
Success with fear.
Success with fear, so that would be...
swap it.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll go ahead and spend that, and I will advance the countdown by 1 more. So that would be, you guys have 3
I will spend
ticks left.
my 3 hope.
You guys have 3 ticks on this countdown left. Think Sladine is gonna try to just attempt to run up the side of this wall, aka the floor. So I'm just gonna roll and make this an agility roll as well. That is a So yeah, Gwen, you do ascend up the side of the wall with that advancement and catch up to Felipe with the line as well. Actually, yeah, no, sorry. Did you end up adding the advantage, by the way, from Felipe's line? The D6.
For me?
Yes.
No, I did not.
So go ahead and get back that 3 hope that you spent on Witch's Hope and reset that, because that would have made that at least a 12, which is success with hope, with that D6 advantage.
Okay, so I rolled the d6, so it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 4 is 15.
15. That's a success with hope, so you can climb up and get that hope back as well from what you spent for Witch's Hope.
Okay.
And Slitheen is +1 agility, so that is 7. So that's 10. Slitheen is going to use a hope. And Slitheen has 3 hopes, 3 hope left, so that's going to add another +2 from Quick Hands. So that would make that 11 into a 13, which would be another success. And that is a success with fear. Let me double check what that does again. Success with fear is another singular tick down. So you guys have 2 left. Hylas. Hylas, Felipe, do you guys have any other rolls or?
Nope, I think I'm just trying to make that final beeline to the
Let's
runes.
see.
And I will say, Gwen,
think
I will say, Gwen, as
now
you
that
like
everybody
reached.
has made it further, Hylas will.
Yeah, use the grappler again, or just try to climb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe like if there is a rope up there, or at least try to throw the rope,
I'd say there's still a line from where Felipe did it.
or just try to climb. I don't know, just
My internet is a
Sweet.
bit bugging, I will say, so
Right,
there's a bit
right.
of a delay there. That's my bad.
It's okay. That is a 19 with fear.
19 with fear. Actually, I do believe that does max me out again. Because that was a roll with fear, and then
Mhm.
yeah, it does max me out again. 19 with fear. So that is a success with fear. That does still proceed with the countdown. So you guys have one countdown tick left until everyone is through. So I'll say, Hylas, you do make your way up through with the rope back on the last stone with everybody else. And Gwen, as you're kind of close to these runes here already as well, you see that they spell out the word ascend. So you put the pieces together that this is the start of the stairwell. I have you guys going up this way into the next room. Okay, I think my bit rate's back to normal. Okay. So, who wants to take the charge on getting the group through? Because at this point, you guys just have to roll either a success with hope or a success with fear.
I'll do it.
All right, Felipe. Are you just climbing, or are you trying to or are you trying to do anything specific for the group to push through?
No, just try and get there and secure a line to whatever will hold it.
All right, good stuff. Go ahead and make that roll for me, please.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
7 with hope.
7 with hope. A failure with hope is still no advancement. So you instinctually try to like throw the standard as like a catching like the stairs, and thankfully with you having a rope, it doesn't tumble down into the rocks below, and you manage to still keep it in hand. You still have the standard. You didn't just toss a family heirloom like nothing.
Oh, thank God.
If that was with 7 with fear, ding 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 ding.
Oh, good luck there. Sorry, Trips.
Hylas, Gwyn, would you guys like to do anything? Or try to like lead a line for anybody else?
Just Hylas is going to be the last one across.
Okay, so then Gwyn will try and climb up and get to where Felipe is.
No, Felipe's not. Felipe's on the last rock. You guys are all together here already. Like where you guys are on like Owlbear Rodeo. You guys are here, all together.
Are you? I'm so sorry, Tom. I think we're looking at a different map.
If you
Zoom out,
zoom back in.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yeah. I purposely put like everything like separated out, just so like
Okay.
it's all in one scene, but like separated out.
Okay, so I guess
You guys are all together here. So it'd be like a climb, like up to the runes here as well. Like you would see that these runes spell out the word ascend. I mean, raccoons are natural climbers.
yes. But again, I don't want to like. It just seems.
Yeah. You don't want to put Jackson in danger.
I don't think that. Yeah, well, and it's also they're not a familiar, so, just like a little pet. So I think she's just gonna keep climbing. I mean, there's not really much else for her to do other than like it says ascend, so she's just gonna keep climbing.
Yep, it says ascend, so you go ahead and climb. Go ahead and roll me an agility roll or anything like that you like to do with your skill check. Again, if you roll even a success with fear, it still takes down the countdown to the end. So, no pressure.
So she would fail, but because I got that Witch's Hope, I'm gonna spend it.
Yeah, you got
because I
that
it
Witch's Hope back.
last time. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend the 3, so I won't be able to use it. Well, I will be able to use it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend 3 to change it into a success with fear.
Hell yeah, which finishes the countdown as you climb through. Gwyn, what does that look like as you finish the climb towards the runes themselves?
I think she's just going to use the best that she can, putting her footholds and sort of trying to get to a position where Jax is able to like kind of climb up with her and sort of stick his little fingies out. Even though he's not really going to do much, she'll just climb over him and get to a position where she's up top.
Aww.
And Jax will climb back onto her shoulder, and she'll be good to go.
And as you do that, easy enough for you to even carry a rope as well. And you lead the line back to for everybody else. And as you ascend the steps, gravity seems to just right itself. As to the rest of the troop, you're standing sideways on a wall. But to you, you're standing upright on a stair.
Okay.
As the gravity rights itself as you're making your way towards. towards the start of the steps here. And as you all now slowly but surely make your way through onto the stairs themselves as well, following the line from Gwyn. And I will say actually that hold on 1 second. Where's the thing? Yeah, since that's something we forgot to do. Middi, can you take off the vulnerable ring off of Felipe? Because the HP was cleared from the health potion at the start. Thank you.
Anybody can take this off, by the way. You can just click it and delete it.
I just don't know how to do that, to be fair. Still new to me.
No longer vulnerable!
Nope.
At least in the physical sense. The
Not for...
emotional sense, it's still all quite up in the air.
So, as you guys ascend the steps, we're gonna move to the next map here. If you guys want to zoom out, I will. Let me just get everybody up here. And boop. There we go. And then okay. What you see is a circular room with a... You see the circular room, almost pristinely clean, with 5 paladin statues on this magic circle here, as the circle itself is emanating this kind of radiant glow. And the pile of skulls in the corners here seem to be scorched demon skulls, as they're laid in these piles here around the chamber. I'd say if anyone wants to, and I'll give advantage to you, Gwyn, if anyone wants to roll a knowledge check on what the runes mean in the center.
Okay.
I would not!
Elias?
Can I give advantage to Gwyn?
Gwyn already has advantage. Would that add an additional +1?
It would not give an additional +1, unfortunately. Elias is definitely... There's no way he knows anything about this.
Okay.
Out of character, I also don't want to give Tom any more fear if he's already maxed out.
I mean, if
25 with fear.
25 with fear, all right. Okay. 25 with fear as you look at the symbol on the ground and like the marking here and the rune in the center. Oh, there we go. This girl was being a bit of a bitch, but there we go. You see that it writes out the word aid in this kind of like old broken language, like the word aid, A-I-D. And you see that the like statues here, the way they're like posted up here, it's not accurate to how like the tokens are here, to be fair. All the statues of these armored guards are more like turned to face towards the center, rather than just like posted up, just like all facing towards you guys. They're all turned to face towards the center of this of this chamber, of this massive circle. There's nothing in this chamber that like
that to everybody.
There's nothing in this chamber that like screams terrifying to you in this instance, which is alarming in a different sense.
Now see, were I an evil bastard and magic user, and I were setting up a multiple stage tower in order to try and destroy good, kind-hearted, and righteous demon hunters that were coming up to rock my shit, I would place 5 paladin statues with a little thing that said aid in the center to lull them into a false sense of security that they were potentially going to be earning some kind of boon, but in reality it would be a curse, or perhaps a big fuck-off explosion.
I will say, in like looking at these statues as well, Hylas, I will say, go ahead and just give me a knowledge check. This is basically
Okay.
because there are elements of the statue, like armor designs, that like seem reminiscent to you of something. You're not sure what in this instance.
That's a 13 with hope.
13 with a hope. Go ahead and take a hope, and that is, you look a bit closer to one of the statues, and the way the horns are kind of like shaped, and like the pauldrons and like the sword itself on the statue, it's one of the like, it gives you like notice of one of the last paladin orders that the Astoria Domain had before the fall into the circles below, into this kind of limbo state, before the connection to the oaths themselves kind of severed in a way. And it's as if like, it's not that it's a bastardization of it. It's as if like someone was making these bits of armor that got petrified in admiration of this paladin order. But I will say, all of you inspect the statues a little bit closer, and it's not the fact that they're statues. It's the fact that they're petrified. You look at them and you see more that like they're glistening gold, and the way they're standing, it's as if they're standing as a final line of defense in a way. And you look at it and
You get nefarious feelings from that magic circle.
Was that question directed at me, sorry?
Hylas?
I'm asking. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm asking Quinn
oh, there you go.
if the magic circle feels nefarious at all.
So, 2 things. 1, can I... I'm trying to think of like there's something that I can do, but I don't really have a lot of things to do other than just like I can do another knowledge roll, I could do an instinct roll to try and see like if it's nefarious. Otherwise, like I don't really have any spells or anything that's like a effect or feature that can give me that.
I'll say you can go ahead
it's kind
and
of up to the DM.
I will say you can go ahead and use your innate knowledge of the ley lines of the world and just kind of roll an instinct roll, but based on how high you get will determine how much information you glean.
Okay. Instinct 18.
18. So you kind of just like, you tap in and you kind of place your hands on the magic circle and kind of tapping into the energy there. It's strange. You sense that they're like, that these 5 paladins dedicated their own lives to create this magic circle. You don't sense anything nefarious with that 18. It was an act of self-petrification to uphold the oath itself.
Okay.
And I will say with that 18 as well, of you gaining this knowledge, I'm going to spend a fear. No, I'm going to spend 3 fear. But not against you, against myself.
Uh-huh.
As you see, as you tap into the ley lines, Gwyn, the statues themselves start to move. And from like a window, like an open window of one of the ones you've seen on the side, Felipe, with your spyglass, you see that these 5 paladins grab their swords, and you see radiant wings protrude from the backs of those statues. And as one by one, all 5 of them take off. And with that 18, and with just you guys taking the time to inspect the space instead of engaging in ruthless violence off the rip, these paladins have felt your conviction. And I'm going to progress the other tower countdown by 3. So, 2 of these paladins are going to be going up to the northern spire, and the other 3 are going down to the southern spire. So, whoever is heading into the other spires to take them down, this decision of inspection rather than aggression has aided them in their journey to defeat their challenges there.
Ooh.
By not doing a thing, we did a thing!
Okay.
I will go ahead and take off the paladins here off of the board. Boop. And as you feel the lingering energy of the circle as well, it feels warm. It feels kind. The space, it feels like you're feeling the sun itself just shine bright on your skin as you're like tuning into more of this energy from the circle.
Even the sun is.
As you see actually, can I get someone to roll me a D? No, not 1d8, 2d8, please.
Well, I'll do it.
You do it.
Go for it.
2d8.
9, okay.
The total is 9.
9. What you see as the paladins scatter and as Gwyn, as you kind of tap out of the spell circle energy here, you see 9 small shards of potent energy kind of crystallize from the circle itself. And these can act as either minor stamina or minor healing potions. It is up to your discretion before consumption.
Okay, so 2 each, and then 1 for the support caster?
That'd be... Yeah. That'd be 8 and then that'd be 3 to Gwen and then 2 for everybody else.
Yeah.
Grand to me.
So either add like minor replenishment shards, pretty much. Again, it is up to you if you want to spend these on stamina, as stamina potions, or as health potions, but they will act as minor ones.
Got to note that right here.
Yeah. Make note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 each. And 3 for Gwyn. Okay. Well, Felipe does a full 90-degree turn and a salute to the paladins as they fly out there. He's like, "Mad lads, right, onwards tips."
As you salute the last paladin, Felipe, you look at it even a little bit harder, and you just notice a familiar smile behind the helmet.
No, I'm not prepared for that emotional immune attacks yet.
Old family, but still family.
Long before Lavore. God damn it. Angel wings and a helmet.
As we wrap up the session for today, given that we've been recording for about 2 hours and been streaming for over 2 hours, is there anything else you guys would like to do before we wrap up for tonight? And I will say, this chamber right now is a full rest spot above table. Like, you guys can rest. You guys can rest without fear of attack.
Ooh.
We may want to do that.
We may want to do that.
We may.
All right. If there's anything,
Do we want to just do a short rest, or do we need to do a long rest?
Well, I have to clear a
If
bit
we
of
do
stress.
a long rest, I can always do commune.
Sweet, let's do that.
If we want to do that and spend a little bit more time. Otherwise, we can always commune higher up in the spire.
Mm-hmm.
Which that will give me, depending on what I roll, I can experience a scene relevant to the answer to a question. I could hear sounds or a vision. I could taste a flavor, smell or scent, or feel a sensation relevant to the answer.
Okay.
The closer you are to the relevant floor, the more clear the vision will be.
I'll say for the purposes of commune, you are in an active, you are in the active location. So say it's kind of like in a Nuzlocke, in a Pokemon Nuzlocke, you're counting an encounter in a specific area, and not each floor of the same area, pretty much. So this commune would work for the entire tower, more or less, the entire tower up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any relevant rolls or anything with that, Gwen, or?
Yes, so I technically have to do a number. I have to roll a number of d6 equal to my spellcast trait.
Hmm?
But do we want to do that now, or do we all want to wait?
I feel like we should do. I feel like we should do it now if you guys are okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I just roll 1d6 because we're level 1.
Is it your spellcasting trait or is it the tier?
Okay, once per long rest during a moment of calm, I can commune with my ancestor, deity, or nature spirit or otherworldly being. Ask them a question, then roll a number of d6s equal to the spellcast trait.
Spellcast
Choose
trait,
one
which
value
is
from the
knowledge.
Yes, which is 3d6.
There you go.
And then choose one value from the rolled results and reference the chart below for the effect. So if I roll a 1 to 3, I can taste a flavor, smell, a scent, or feel a sensation relevant to the answer. 4 to 5, I hear sounds or see a vision relevant to the answer. Or number 6, I physically experience a scene relevant to the answer as if I was there.
All right. So you get to roll 3d6 and pick one of the d6s?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Just making sure we're on the same page, because I'm like, oh, this is new.
Yes. Here, I'll copy and paste this in the chat so you can read it at leisure. And also,
Dunka dunka.
what question do we want to ask? I'm going to turn to Felipe and Hylas and go, while we're sitting here, I can ask my ancestors a question about this spire if we want to learn more about it, or like how it came to be, or why, like what the language is, like how was this created, like what do we want to ask, because we can find out more information before we move forward into the spire and potentially run into more issues, and we could be better prepared.
My suggestion for the question would be, is that hornet cunt at the top of the spire friend or foe?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Okay, that's the question I'm going to pick. I like that better than all the questions that I thought of. Is it friend or foe? Okay, I'm going to roll 3d6, and I will tell you which one I pick.
Okay.
Exact wording.
Is this cunt up top friend or foe?
Okay. So, I rolled a 6, a 4, and a 3. So I could have any one of those. So I'm probably 6, right, guys? I want to experience the scene as if I was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what better way to determine somebody's feelings and beliefs is to see the world from their perspective for a moment.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna physically experience the scene relevant to the answer as if I was there.
Relevant to the answer. Okay. So let me. Oh, this is gonna be a nice little foreshadowing for the final boss.
Ooh. Yay!
As you take in the energy around you, Quinn, the malice runs through. I will actually tab over right here, because we're getting out of combat. The malice runs through your skin, through your mind, through your body. As you look up and you look around you, and what you see is the top of the spire, crystals jutting out from the edges of the canopy itself. And again, you see the same figure, one hand alight. Let me go ahead and... Did I post? No, I did not. Let me go ahead and put up the picture here, 1 second. Because now you are physically present. You're not seeing, like, random visions here. 1 second. I cannot find it. For some reason, I cannot find it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I'll post the picture in NPCs. This is who you see in full view.
Oh.
Dark horns, white hair, piercing black and red eyes, splatterings of blood on their clothes, and a tentacle tattoo on one arm, and the one other arm alight with arcane fire. And your eyes focus on this creature, but you see that the other members of your troop are not standing. Hylas, Felipe, Slovene, all of them on the ground, impaled by flaming blades, through the back of the spine, impaled onto the ground. And you sense this immense heat from this creature. It's as if it's trying to pull the full dominion of the circles below and take this entire plane for himself. As you feel a blade course through your chest, you are taken out of this vision with an immense pain. And you just look at everyone still alive and just... your breath stops for a second. You hold on to like where you felt you got hit. Nothing there. That pain was real. That their deaths felt real. But that is a future that is not set in stone. What does Gwyn feel in this moment?
I think she's racked with horror as she realizes like the gravity of the situation and that feeling of this immense power and heat and terror that this creature or person is going to try and rain upon her family, where she lived, and what she's trying to protect. And she's going to sort of come out of that vision and just like Hylas and Felipe will see sort of like this look of shock and horror as she turns to Felipe and goes, "That is no friend."
Okay. In that case, there is something I would like to do. Yeah, I would like to spend some time doing a battle ritual. So once per long rest, before I attempt to do something incredibly dangerous or face off against a foe that clearly outmatches you, describe what ritual you perform and preparations you make. When you do, clear 2 stress and gain 2 hope. Or would that be something we wait until actually we face the entity in question?
I feel like you can delay that if you so choose. We can flavor that as a battle. We can flavor that as a battle cry.
Fair enough. Excellent.
The immensity of the situation is now apparent to all of you. And especially you, Gwyn. You feel this most of all as the pain racked through your body in this instant. This creature, you sensed greed from it. You sensed malice. But there is something of an ego to it. I'm not sure how to manipulate that in this moment, but maybe there's something you can do. And we'll tell. That is where we're going to wrap up today's session. And we'll see you all in 2 more weeks for episode 4. Bye.
So definitely foe.